Hello everyone. Welcome to the session on cloud security. Before we start, a brief about myself. I'm Smita Mave. I'm part of EMC's XBU Engineering, managing cloud and storage related projects. Prior to this, a lot of my experience has been on the security domain, developing security software products such as antivirus products, identity management and access management products, data loss prevention. All these are security terminologies which I'll walk you through as we progress. And currently, I'm handling the storage and cloud part of projects in EMC's solutions group. So nowadays, all the enterprises are as cloud is gaining more popularity, more and more organizations are wanting to move towards cloud. But the key concern about moving towards cloud has been security. So Chief Information Officer of an organization, while deciding to move to cloud, he would have a lot of questions. Is my data secure on cloud? Can others access my confidential data? For example, if a competitor also is using the same cloud infrastructure, how safe is my data? How confidential is my data? Also, there are a lot of government regulations and compliance perspectives. So how can I make sure that my infrastructure, my cloud infrastructure is compliant with the government regulation? And what if an attacker brings down my app which is hosted on cloud? How do I avoid this problem, and how do I remediate if such an attack is to happen? So these are the major security concerns which are stopping the organizations from moving completely to cloud. So in today's presentation, I will walk you through information security concepts. So how cloud security is different from traditional security, and how the cloud infrastructure landscape is, how it is different from the traditional classical data center, and concerns and threats in cloud infrastructure, and security mechanism. What are the security mechanisms which will be enforced in cloud? So one of the key concepts about in information security is CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So confidentiality of data ensures that your data is confidential. Unauthorized user cannot access your data. Only authorized user can access your data. Integrity makes sure that your data remains as it is. So no unauthorized user can change your data. So making sure that your data is not meddled with. Availability is making sure that your data and services and applications are always available to authorized users. So CIA triad is the key security concept. So all our security mechanisms revolve around these three concepts. Similarly, 3As are another popular concept in identity and authentication management. Authentication is a process of verifying whether a user is who the user claims to be. For example, a user says, I am user A. How do you ensure that user is really user A? So one of the simplest mechanism is password. So, but that may not be sufficient. As we go forward, I'll explain what are the additional authentication mechanisms which are available. Authorization. Authorization is a process of making sure that only authorized user get access to the data. For example, the finance department of a company might have access to only the finance data. So an HR person who is trying to access the finance data should not be given access if the user need not have access to that data. Auditing is a process of going through all the activities in your system or in your infrastructure and keeping track of what has happened, and if in case of an attack or in case of something which is anomaly, going back and being able to make sure that what has happened in your system. So auditing is one of the main compliance requirement. So as I mentioned, using password for authentication is not sufficient. Nowadays, a lot of password cracker softwares are available, and maybe some people use very simple things like their kid's name or the birthday or something like that, which is easier to guess. So password being only one factor of authentication is not very secure. So in order to avoid that, we need to add additional layers of security. So the concept of multi-factor authentication makes sure that in addition to password, you will have multiple layers of security. So one of the examples is multi-factor authentication using one-time password. So there are physical tokens available as well as software tokens available which generate one-time passwords. So when user is trying to authenticate, user gives a username, password which a person knows, and key which is what the person physically has. So this has additional layer of authentication. Also there are concepts of biometric authentication where we have fingerprint recognition and retina scanning. So highly confidential data uses biometric authentication, which is much more secure than any of other forms of authentication. Encryption is commonly used for secure your data. So it's a process of converting data in a form that can be used in a meaningful manner only if you have a specific knowledge. So in case of symmetric key and asymmetric key or public key cryptography, the user will have a public key and a private key, so which is very specific to that user. Only if you know what your key is, then you can access the data. Otherwise the data, with encrypted data for another user, is meaningless. So the